Hello everyone, it's Jack Cotton, luxury real estate expert, author, and agent. And I'm still here in my bicycle garage using the Tour de France as a theme for our videos this week about being better at luxury real estate. The theme I want to talk about this week is never ever give up. Now let me just back up for 1 second. I believe that the Tour de France is the greatest athletic event on the planet. I don't want to offend anyone who loves football or baseball or soccer or tennis. I don't care what the sport is. But you know the funny thing about other sports? You know, when somebody gets injured in a football game, somebody gets hurt in a baseball game, what happens? The game stops, stretchers come out, doctors run out on the field, the whole place stops, everyone hovers over the injured player lying on the field, usually moaning and groaning, making terrific signs of pain on their faces, and 20 minutes later the game starts again. Now, the Tour de France cyclists, I believe, are the toughest athletes in the world. Now, yeah, they wear spandex and they're kind of skinny and stuff, but they are really tough because I hate it when they crash, but every now and then there is a huge pileup or a crash in the Tour de France. Now, if somebody breaks a bone or really gets, in a concussion, they're out. But so many riders get up from a crash bleeding, blood running down their arms, blood and road rash on their legs. And if their bike won't go, they have a spare bike ready to go. And by the way, there's another lesson for us as well, having spare equipment at the ready all the time. Anyway, they jump back on the bike, they start pedaling again through the pain, through the blood dripping down the road in the picturesque French roadways. And then what happens? A car creeps up through the maze of cyclists, and a window rolls down to the passenger side of the car, and a doctor leans out. And if you watch this during the Tour de France, what happens is that the doctor will start cleaning the wound. Sometimes they'll even be giving stitches to the cyclist with a really bad gash with no Novocaine. I mean, what other sporting event has this kind of power through the pain and not letting anything stop them? They never, ever give up. This past week in real estate is one of the toughest weeks I've ever had in real estate. And honestly, everything that could go wrong went wrong. And then some things that went wrong went even more wrong. And there were a couple moments during the week when I wished that I could have a stretcher come and get me and take me to the ER so I could just relax and just, let my pulse go down, my blood pressure, reduce, and just relax. But then I thought a little bit about the cyclists in the Tour de France and how they never give up even when they're bleeding and they're gashed and skin's flapping before the guy can stitch it out the car window. And it gave me the strength, it gave me the encouragement, it gave me the incentive to power through my week. The week ended, thankfully. Everything turned out okay, as ugly as it was, especially during the middle of the week. But take a lesson from the Tour de France riders, don't give up. Things aren't always easy. I've noticed that in the real estate business, especially luxury real estate, that it seems like every deal is an ordeal. So it's tempting for us to get bogged down with all the trouble, bogged down with all the things that are going wrong, bogged down with all the bad vibes from our buyers and sellers who are angry at things that aren't going quite the way they want them to go. So don't give up. Think of the riders getting stitched up out the car window of a medical car as they're cycling along, pushing through the pain, cycling through the pain, ignoring the blood, ignoring the guts, and just focusing on their goal. There's a gory session right here today. Anyway, don't forget the first Tuesday of every single month is luxuryrealestateunplugged.com. Tune in, ask a question, and learn from other people's questions, and they will all learn from your questions as well. Until next time, make it a great week.